The Lucchese crime family is an Italian-American mafia crime family and one of the 5 families that dominate organized crime activities in New York City, in the United States. Within the nationwide criminal phenomenon known as the American Mafia, members refer to the organization as the Lucchese Borgata. Borgata is mafia slang for criminal gang, which itself was derived from Sicilian word meaning close-knit community. The members of other crime families sometimes refer to Lucchese family members as Lukes. The family originated in the early 1920s with Gaetano Reina serving as boss up until his murder in 1930. It was taken over by Tommy Gagliano during the Castellammarese War, and led by him until his death in 1951. Known as the Gagliano crime family under Gagliano, the family kept their activities low-key, with their efforts concentrated in the Bronx, Manhattan, and New Jersey. The next boss was Tommy Lucchese, who had served as Gagliano's underboss for over 20 years. Lucchese led the family to become one of the most powerful families to sit on the commission. Lucchese teamed up with Gambino crime family boss Carlo Gambino to control organized crime in New York City. Lucchese had a stronghold on the garment industry in New York and took control of many crime rackets for the family. When Lucchese died of a brain tumor in 1967, Carmine Tremonti controlled the family for a brief time. He was arrested in 1973 for funding a major heroin network and died 5 years later. Anthony Corallo then gained control of the family. Corallo was very secretive and soon became one of the most powerful members of the commission. He was arrested and convicted in the famous Mafia Commission trial of 1986. For most of its history, the Lucchese family was reckoned as one of the most peaceful crime families in the nation. However, that changed when Corallo named Victor Amuzzo as his successor shortly before going to prison. Amuzzo later promoted one of his closest allies, Anthony Casso, to underboss. Starting in 1986, Amuzzo and Casso instituted one of the bloodiest reigns in mafia history, ordering virtually anyone who crossed them to be murdered. It is estimated that Casso himself murdered between 30 and 40 people and ordered over 100 murders during his reign. He was sentenced to 455 years in prison. Casso also had authority over NYPD detectives Louis Ippolito and Stephen Caracappa, both carried out at least 8 murders for him. Amuzzo was arrested in 1991 and sentenced to life in prison. Several Lucchese family members, fearing for their lives, turned informant. The highest profile of these was acting boss Alphonse Darco, who became the first boss of a New York crime family to testify against the mob. This led to the arrests of the entire Lucchese family hierarchy, with Casso also becoming an informant. Testimony from these informants nearly destroyed the family, with as many as half of its members winding up incarcerated. Amuzzo continues to rule the family from prison.